What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about another thing that I had on my mind, and that was, as you could probably see by the title, it's about why gambling is probably one of the worst things in the world for you or for anybody else to even start doing. Now I know it's like, oh, it's not a big deal if I just go put $5 on a slot machine. It's $5. You know what I mean? It's $5. Okay, whatever. It's $5, right? Then it turns into more. And the issue with people with gambling addictions is even if they just love that rush, right? Now let's say you put $5 on black and you hit it. Then you're gonna be like, in your brain, it's like people without gambling addictions will go, "Hey, I just won $5. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, I can go buy in and out. I'm not gonna bet anymore, even though it's only $5. Who cares? I'm gonna go buy stuff with the $5. It's free. It's free money, right? Now, when it goes into a gambling addict's head, and I've talked to a lot of gambling addicts, um, all this other stuff, it's, oh, but what if it's just one more, or oh, I'll put $20 on red. Oh, I won. Now I have $40. And then what goes through their head is, hey, what would happen if I tried to double that? And then I'd have $80. And $80, that's a lot more than 40. You know, like that's what goes through a gambling addict's head, and that's the whole issue with it is it's that rush. It's that, oh, am I going to win? Am I going to double what I have before? It's not even about the money. A lot of times I'll talk to people and they'll they'll say like, "Oh, I don't gamble for the money. It's just the number." It's like, "Oh, I want to be at this." Like I know people that gamble virtual currency, virtual money that let's say it's like some pay to win game and you spend $50 and you get a certain amount of coins, right? I'll see these people, they'll gamble that money away even though it doesn't actually have a real dollar value on it. It doesn't have a real dollar value on it, but they will gamble it away even if it's not a good chance. There are these websites out there that are like, "Oh, you have a 50 or a 42% chance to double your money." And it's like, and I know people who have doubled their money multiple times in a row, but it's like, okay, but the house always wins. You win $1,000, some other guy is gonna lose 1,300 when it comes to um, like those numbers. Like it'll be like 14, 1,500, something like that. And yes, I've talked to like I said, I've talked to people before, and they've said that's not actually how it works. The house doesn't always win, but it does. In the end, it may not be you. You might get that little bit of money, but the house always wins. That's why they have it at a lower than 50% chance to win. Because they know eventually over time when more and more people do it, they are going to win. That's why they're like that. And it all comes down to luck, and that's why people get that huge rush from gambling. And I've seen people put $100 into something, they lose it all, and they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do it again, and then they lose it again, and they do it again, and eventually, if you gamble, think about it like this: if you gamble for 5 minutes, you have a way larger chance of making a lot of money than you do if you're gambling for 5 hours. And that's not like poker, blackjack, stuff like that, where the games actually take like skill. I'm talking about like a coin flip, basically, like a 50-50, like 47% chance, right? The longer you do it, you double your money once, okay. You double it twice, okay. You try and double it like that many times, you're gonna eventually lose. That's why gambling is so dangerous. And yeah, I've just been experiencing a lot of like talking about gambling and seeing like friends gamble and stuff and all that stuff in the past days. So I just had this on my mind. And if you're dealing with a gambling problem, tell your loved ones. They'll help you. You can put a limit on your bank as to how much you can purchase within a week, right? You can do that. And if you have a gambling addiction, talk to somebody. You don't have to be alone. It may sound scary, like, oh, I don't want to tell somebody I have this. But, you know, eventually you'll be very happy because you won't be throwing away money. Yep, that's really all I had to say, though. See ya.